Hello, YouTube. We're here. Chat, say hello to YouTube. It's part 3, Act 3. Whoa. Jimmy, why would you redeem an ad time as soon as we start doing this for the YouTube? Okay, you know what? Just for that, you know what? YouTube, watch this. You get to watch chat suffer. We're going to run a commercial for the chat. And while we do that... it's just you and the subscribers on Twitch. Welcome back to another episode of the Kitatcho Laboratories Chapter 3. This will be the official walkthrough video for Act 3, which is called Behind the Scenes. Right. Scene 1 is called Under Maintenance, I think. I should know my own map. And it, revolves around the maintenance halls. So do a little parkour across there to get to here, and then we enter the maintenance halls. There's a very funny thing you can do in this version of the map, where you might notice an attractor pad over there, and it can be shot from this platform. If you're seeing this video, it means you probably can't do that anymore, because I gotta fix that. That's not intentional. Don't do that. But yeah, say hello to YouTube chat, and let's go on through. So we want to go to the maintenance nexus, but in order to do that, we need to go in here and press this button. Or if you want to be a speedrunner, this is a button you can actually shoot, so you can actually shoot it from out there and impress all of your friends. And here we go.
Welcome to the maintenance halls, new employee. Now this is where the true magic of the Kitatcho Laboratories takes place. All the hard work and dedication in these hallways will help keep the facility up and running for ages to come. Without people like you, who knows where we'd be? Now please make sure to speak with the door control so they can help assign you to the correct area of the facility. And speaking of the door control, I'd like to remind all of the maintenance hall's overseers to keep your exit key on you at all times. Each overseer has a key needed to open the exit to this place, and without them, you'd all be stuck down there with no way out. Seems like a large design flaw in my opinion, but hey, I'm not an architect. And either way, we can't afford to keep sending a rescue team down there to pry the doors open every other week.
True that, Jake. Okay, 1 second. I just want to make sure. Okay, that's why. I turned up my render distance. There we go. Oh, that's so much better. Yeah, I could tell that my frames were struggling a bit. I don't know if it picked that up on Twitch or YouTube, because I might be recording at 30 FPS. I don't know. So yeah, the maintenance halls. This is the first little taste of non-linearity in Kitatcho, where we can tackle all 4 areas in whatever order we want. We gotta get a key in each one to open the exit, and I think we will start with material manufacturing, because usually I think we like to do, I usually like to do material manufacturing, lava processing unit, child education annex, and then save the boiler room for last. If you're watching this on YouTube, there should be timestamps in the description so that you can choose which version you want to watch if you're ever stuck. But we'll start with material manufacturing. Whoa!
Just a heads up for anyone working in our manufacturing wing that the conveyor belts found here are not rides. Now look, I know our facility is nowhere near OSHA standards, but the least we can do is not have employees falling off of moving crates and into the dark bottomless pit below. And before any of you say, but Jake, why do we have bottomless pits in the first place? I'll once again repeat myself and let you all know it's because they look cool. Alright? It wouldn't be so much of a problem if you all used common sense when working with the conveyor belt. So, just keep that in mind the next time one of you decides to have too much fun and take an eternal nap with the devil.
Right. Great voice acting on Anominat's part. So, first thing you want to do is just shoot this attractor pad across the gap. That is where we need to get, and in order to do that, you gotta go around the entire area. Unless you're a speedrunner, in which case there may be a shortcut, but we'll focus on the intended route for this this playthrough. Okay, so once you come across here, you'll find the conveyor power switch, which will make this place come alive. Contraptions will start moving. Things will start moving along rails, and the conveyor belt, which Jake has told us to not ride on, is moving. And so, you know, when a game tells you not to do something, you gotta do it. So what you want to do is ride the biggest crate and try to stay on, so that you can then jump over to this platform. And don't worry, that actually creates a checkpoint. So if you die from here on out, you don't gotta do that again. And it's the same thing here. You'll come to a dead end, but you'll see the platform is moving. Drop on down. Kind of balance on the crate. You could jump to here and then jump up to here. And then you kind of hit another dead wall. Unless, you know, there's a platform there and there's slime blocks. So you gotta time your jump. And in first try, and look so impressive, you know, jump on the slime blocks. Easy stuff. And then, you know, we got Did You Know Attractor Pads, voted most attractive mechanic in 2021. They don't feel pain when you shoot them. We don't talk about that one. And we move on to this area of material manufacturing. For some reason, I was gonna say maintenance halls again, and that's kind of true. This is still technically part of the maintenance halls, but it's more special than that. Go around the pipe again. Seems like you've hit another dead end, but now we can hit this attractor pad. On the other side, it's protected by glass, but here it allows us to drop down. And the music, like chat is saying, is kind of a banger. Take a left here, jump across, and that gets us to the overseer's office. And by doing this, we can open the exit to this place and get the first lever. And then this is the only water fountain in the map that actually says blub blub. So, fun little trivia. And we can use that attractor pad to get back over to here. Use the bridge to get across. And that allows us to leave the maintenance halls. There we go. One area down. The 3 to go. I can count. It's been quite the day. You know, I have my funny juice with me, and if you don't know what the funny juice is, I explained this in the previous parts. It's basically, Aragon Kelly has followed. Oh my god, we have a celebrity in chat. I was taking a drink. I'm choking a little bit. But yeah, Era, don't look, this is spoilers. Aragon is a great streamer. Go check him out. Currently halfway through a Kitatcho playthrough. This is a little spoilers, but it's nothing crazy. Don't worry, there could have been a much worse area for you to join, but thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. Moving on with the walkthrough, just wanted to send my love and support. You got this. Thank you so much, Era. It means a lot. Lava processing unit. Here we go. Don't look at that if you don't want anything spoiled. But here we go. Whoa, look at all that lava.
I just wanted to remind you that in order for this lava to be pumped to the test chambers, it has to first be approved by your overseer. The last batch Test Track 7 received ended up being too viscous for the test subjects to swim through. They grabbed a bit of fire resistance, and after diving into the lava, they were immediately stuck as if they fell into quicksand. Things were fine at first, but once that fire resistance ran out, let's just say the whole testing track basically smelled of barbecue.
It sure did. Yeah, a lot of people really like the song in the map. I can see why, you know. I don't want to brag or anything, but the music's pretty bopping. So, bridge is broken, but thankfully we can jump over these platforms to get onto this pipe, which allows us to drop down over here. And we move onwards. You deserve to brag a little, I think. Thank you, Ember. And then fire resist. Things to know. Fire resistance plates are a high-tech patented creation that prevents users from feeling the uncomfortable side effects of being submerged in lava. Being one of the first creations made by the many scientists here at this facility, it has since become one of the safest and most reliable testing mechanics due to an early accident in the company's history that led to the creation of the experimental laboratories. Interesting lore. I wonder what all that means. Anywho, we're reintroduced to a mechanic from Chapter 1, fire resistance. This allows us to swim in lava over to this ladder. And thankfully over here we have extinguishing showers, so you could just put the fire out. How thoughtful of the Kitatcho labs to have that. So the next thing you might realize is that there's arrows clearly telling you gotta go in there. And this is the last time we use fire resistance in Chapter 3. Yeah, this is the only place it's used. And yeah, we can say that about Chapter 4. I don't think fire resistance comes back. There's some signs there letting you know that every fire resistance plate has a different duration. This one can be shot, which gives you like a minute of fire resistance, which is plenty of time to swim up here. The first plate that we got over there, it does not give you enough time to do this, so you gotta shoot that second one. To be fair, there's not a lot to do with fire resistance, exactly. That's why it was in Chapter 1 and never came back. Your posture has not been checked. Oh, I forgot about that, Jimmy. Thank you. Hold on. Let's step in this water. I am checking my posture. I'm sitting up straight now. Thank you for that. I got distracted by Era's follow. So I was actually just about to talk about that and then got sidetracked with that. But here we are, Overseer's office. Can't get in, but there is a hole in the window, which allows us to carefully sneak around here so that we can walk into here. And that gives us lever number 2. You could drop back down there if you want to take the boring way out, but you can go in here, which will take you to a little bonus sub area, which is the chamber design team. If you're playing this for yourself, I recommend going in and reading those signs. For context, all of these ideas are stuff that I did at old maps of mine that are not very good looking back on it. So it's kind of poking fun at some very questionable decisions I made. But this path does loop around back to the main area. We have 2 of the levers needed, so we got 2 more areas to go through. The next one is probably my favorite of the 4, the Child Education Annex. Let's go in. Ooh. So right off the bat, here's the Overseer's office, but we cannot get in there. So we'll need to find another way inside. And our key is in one of those chests back there. So the only place we can go is here. Here you have a bunch of lockers, each one showing you the name of a student. Do we call them students? I guess we do, right? They got a laptop cart, which is pretty cool. But here we are.
Greetings, children. I'm Jake Kitatcho, founder and CEO of the Kitatcho Laboratories. And if you're hearing this, it means you were one of the lucky kids chosen to partake in our Child Education Annex for your summer vacation. Now, I know for some of you the idea of doing more school over the summer is lame, but I can assure you that this isn't like your normal school. Here you'll be learning about all of the cool stuff we create and work on down in these caves. And you even get to experience some of it firsthand. That's right. Our overseer will help guide you to your class, and at the end of the semester, you'll even get to partake in our very own testing track built specifically for you. Let's go!
Whoa.
That's something the kids say, right? Is it? Getting mixed responses from the room. fun-filled adventure to Kitatcho Land. I'm told there are plenty of exhilarating rides, delicious foods, and you can even meet well, I think it's best if we keep that one a surprise. So, enjoy
Right.
your stay, and I hope that at least some of you discover the valuable life lessons that we learn on a daily basis here at our facility. If you ever become nervous, scared, upset, or homesick, no need to worry, as you're more than welcome to submit a complaint in the Kitatcho Laboratories high-tech Wacky Worries box at the end of the semester.
Okay, so the child education annex. I'm going to assume a lot of people watching this walkthrough are not going to get stuck in this area because it's very straightforward. All of these areas are optional, so if you're playing the map for yourself, I strongly suggest you read every single sign in this area because the nominate is really funny. But out of all of this, the only thing you need to do is come into this area and flip the switch for the test track door switch. Yeah. Then we have the child testing track. What a name. Child testing track is rated safe by our health inspector. That's good to know. So, you take the slime ball, put it on the pressure plate. If you struggled with that, I don't blame you. This is what the walkthrough is for. 2 slime balls, 2 pressure plates. A little bit trickier than the first one, but I hope this video is helping you get through this. Next, we got chamber 3. Here we go. 3 slime balls. Where am I going? The plates are over here. I was reading chat and I got a little distracted. I mean, this chamber is just that difficult. It's very easy to get confused. I don't blame you. Again, this is what the walkthrough is for. So for chamber 4, we're given 4 slime balls. Okay. That one was tough. I almost failed it. But we made it through. And this chamber has yet to be rated by our health inspector, but it's thankfully not that bad compared to the other ones. You just kind of want to, work your way around here. Don't fall in. If you fall in, the other kids are going to laugh at you, because that's very embarrassing. And you don't want to be, the embarrassing kid, right? So, just kind of go on through, do a little parkour if you want to be fancy. I mean, right here you actually do kind of have to do parkour, but it's fine. Just put the slime ball on here, and the testing track is complete. Yeah, the MASP is right. Your parents would be ashamed of you. And here we have the high-tech Wacky Worries box, so all of the complaints go in there. But we've looped around to the start of the area, so we can now get into the overseer's office and grab our 3rd lever. And that allows us to leave and head right back into the main area of the maintenance halls. The maintenance hall. Oh my god. Okay. Boiler room. If there was any part of the maintenance halls where someone would need to look up a walkthrough, it's probably this area.
The boiler room.
There we go.
Not sure why I love this place so much, but man, is it ever cool.
It so is, Jake.
You know why I'm making a pre-recorded message about it? You know what? I don't even care. The boiler room. What a place. Hey, Susie. Can you cancel that very important health and safety meeting we had this afternoon? I want to make an employee field trip down to the boiler room instead. I want everyone to marvel at how amazing that place truly is. I'm tearing up just thinking about it.
Great line. But yeah, the boiler room. It's actually part of the elevator shaft that we fell into at the end of the last episode. And it's the area that you could actually accidentally teleport to early in version 1.0. Again, by the time you're reading this, that shouldn't be an issue. But this whole place acts as a tutorial for redstone. We can't do anything here. There is a hole here that goes back to the start. A little shortcut back if we need it. The overseer's office is here and over that way, but in order to get there, we need 10 redstone. We have none. So what we gotta do is climb this ladder, equip your Kitatcho quality bow, and behind you will be an attractor pad. If you go that way, it'll be a dead end until you go this way. And then over in this office, it's the return of the Kitatcho electrical wrench from chapter 1. Has a tendency to shock violently. So, be careful. And now that we go in here, we can place our redstone down, opens the door, flick this lever so that we can go back and retrieve the redstone. And we can now go on through with it. You know, go down here, walk this way. There's nothing down there. Don't pay attention about that. We could put our redstone here to open this door. Breaking this redstone permanently keeps this door open. So we can retrieve this. And that gives us 8. This loops back around to here. We need 10, so 8 isn't enough for that. But we can use this shortcut to drop back down. Raise ourselves up. And then go into the main boiler of the boiler room. Look at this. How cool is that? That's so cool. There's nothing to do down here, but you'll notice that these pistons are kind of sticking out of the wall, which kind of gives you a way to jump up and get onto this ladder, which allows you to jump on top of the boiler. This jump can be a little tricky, but if you're good, you can make it first try. This gives you a shortcut back out to this area, but if we go in here, we're given 2 extra redstone. That is a shortcut, but we don't want to use that just now. Instead, we want to drop back down and go pick up our redstone that we left over here. Grab that. Grab this, and this gives us the 10 that we need. So we go down the pipe that we went down originally while Jake was talking. And we can use this 10 redstone. I know I missed the spot. I'm bad. Don't hold it against me. We can open this door to go back and pick up the redstone. There we go. And we can go through here. Don't get caught on the cobweb. That's the chest where we got 2 redstone. And this is our shortcut back. But thankfully, because we picked up the 10 redstone, we can open this door. There's the overseer's office. I'm sure there's nothing of value in there. So let's go onwards and grab the final lever for the maintenance halls. And now we just get to run all the way back. You don't need to pick up your redstone. It's no longer needed. You can leave it behind. And even if you did pick it up and take it with you, it just gets deleted from your inventory when you go on to the next area. So it's fine. We could go through like the normal boiler room entrance / exit, but I like to drop down here and just kind of go back this way. I don't even think this is faster. It just feels cool to be able to do this. I guess. I don't know. But here we go. 4 levers down and through the only exit in the maintenance halls. Flawed but functional. This takes us back above the lava processing unit. And it takes us to the elevator for the public maintenance halls. And now, we're finally leaving the maintenance halls and entering scene 2. Howdy, buddy. Public maintenance halls. And the public maintenance halls nexus. Here you can see a bunch of doorways that take you to different parts of the facility, like the Kitatcho History Museum, the honey testing track, testing for charity, Kitatcho Farms, a model of Kitatcho Town for some reason, slime factory tours, but we get to go to the one and only Kitatcho land and take the high-tech maintenance ladder, which is just a very giant ladder. Why do they have this? I don't ask the questions. There's just a ladder that goes down to nothing. That's nothing. Don't worry about it. Here we go. Kitatcho Land offices. We have Regina D, assistant manager. Is it Regina or Regina? Because I think, you know, being Canadian, I think we have a town called Regina, which is in Saskatchewan. Hard G? No. Don't say hard G. I don't like that. Emotion? I don't know how to pronounce these names. Don't worry. There's just a bunch of lore. There's a bunch of signs. And there's a bunch of like books and lore that you can read, but I'm sure it's not important. The only thing that is important is that you make your way to the electrical storage and pick up this redstone dust. Then you can go over here, and this area is just a whole loop. Don't worry about getting lost. You don't have to. I did not say Siri. Stop that. Don't activate. No, don't activate because I said your name again. Okay. The floor changes purple. That's good. That's a sign of progress. If you're ever in an area and the floor changes color, you're probably doing something right. So with 2 redstone in hand, after that little room there, we enter this room, and it's a lot to take in. You know, we got our slime balls. We got a statue of whoever that is. We got the tub. And we got a way up to this observation window. Okay. This is lore, which, you know, just talks about, you know, the facility's not doing too good. Everyone left, everyone's abandoned, and something about not letting it out of Kitatcho land, but I'm sure it's nothing crazy. Put the redstone there to break the glass, flick the lever,
Hello,
and let's go.
willing, eager test subjects. That's right. You all
Yeah.
did so well in our summer education program that we whipped up an extra special reward just for you. You thought that awesome test track was all? Think again. You have been chosen to participate in something even more exciting.
Oh boy.
Welcome one and all to our state-of-the-art Kitatcho land. A land
Oh
of
my
fun,
god,
games,
guys.
intrigue, drama, thrills, and of course, science. Now, I know you all are chomping at the bit to get in, but don't worry. The wait is almost over. In just a few moments, the door to Kitatcho land will open. Now, once inside, you might want to take a trip to the kiosk in the center. There's a special friend of mine I'd like you to meet.
Oh man.
I know you're dying to get going.
Is everyone else excited?
The door will open in 3, 2, 1.
Kitatcho land. Oh my god. Look at it.
Over here. Right this way. Just right over here. Look at me waving.
Oh boy. So this is Kitatcho land.
Oh, come on now. Don't want to keep me waiting, do you, buddy?
Let's just, yeah, it's fine, it's Kitatcho land. Hello.
Howdy there, buddy. Welcome to the infamous Kitatcho Land. My name is Slimy Jim, and I'll be your personal guide and new best friend during your visit today. Now, there are a few things you need to know. You see all those super scientastic attractions all around you? Well, to get in, you'll need some slime bugs. Now, what are slime bugs? Well, it's our very own currency here at Kitatcho Land. To get them, you'll need to explore, play some games, get high scores, and win some Kitatcho coins. It's that easy. If you have any questions, I'll always be here for you. I hope you have a super slimy fun time. I'll be seeing you.
And here we are, Kitatcho Land. You know, just a twist out of nowhere where the map just suddenly becomes a very, very different map. This is probably going to be the hardest part to do a walkthrough for because there is so much that you could do here. But the main idea is that you want to get a bunch of Kitatcho coins, exchange them for slime bucks at the kiosk, use those slime bucks at the attractions for fun passes that will let you in. For anyone watching this and you are stuck at this spot, this is a great place to use the timestamps for each specific thing. I'm not going to show everything. Some of the secrets, I'll save that for another stream or something, not the walkthrough. I feel like you should find the secrets on your own. There's a lot to explore, a lot to do, but the main goal, and I think I should start with this, is that the exit is in the mansion. That is your last goal. It costs 50 slime bucks to enter, so we want to make sure that we get 50 slime bucks. We have 10, however, we can't get in because the gate is closed, but the gate control is in the Haunted Mansion staff halls, which is over here. We can go on in, and we'll find a lever here, and all three of these lapis blocks, when active, will open the gate. So the main goal is to get 3 levers, open the gate, use 50 slime bucks, leave Kitatcho Town. Kitatcho Land. I got Kitatcho Town mixed up with the land last time, and now here I am doing the opposite. Right. So, in little areas like tucked off to the side, you can find chests with a bunch of coins hidden in them. There are so many chests. I'm not going to reveal all of the places for all of them because I feel like even I don't know where all of them are. But there's a lot of ways that you can get Kitatcho coins. I am having a grand old time, Slimy Jim. So you take the coins, put them there, exchange them for extra bucks. Everything that's needed to progress through this area has an arrow above it. So for starters, we go through the gift shop.
Welcome to the gift shop. Here you can buy all sorts of goodies with your Kitatcho coins. They're sure to help you out with all your needs, from seeing the future to breaking and entering. So come on in.
Right, and so we can right click on Slimy Jim and we can exchange some slime bucks for these items. Super legal lockpick makes a return from chapter 2. A fortune teller's eye, which you can give to the fortune teller for an unlikely future. We haven't seen that yet. I'm not going to reveal what the eyes do because they're all secrets. So it's up to you to figure out how to find out what the secrets are with the eyes. And then you have a fidget spinner, which costs 15 slime bucks, and it's just a fidget spinner. The only thing you need is the lockpick. And with that, we get the achievement Master of Unlocking, which is obtain the super legal lockpick. And with that, we can grab the lever that's on display in the gift shop. So we got one lever. Oh, I know, Slimy Jim, don't worry. So we got one lever, and if you remember back in the gate control room, there was actually another lever back here. We do need 3 levers here in order to progress, but we could take that one for now. Maybe we'll need to use it somewhere else Hint, hint. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. So I actually wrote down a list of everything I want to cover for this area, because there's a lot, you know. Here we go. We should be good. The first thing that we got to do, hold on, just need to readjust the size of some windows. This is where having a third monitor would be great. I currently only have 2. There's some Stockley lore for all of you. Okay. Very professional speedrun we got going on here. Speedrun? Walkthrough. Those are 2 very different things. Right. So, the first attraction that a lot of people tend to gravitate towards is Slimeball Science, and I think that is a good place to start. Again, we can find some spare coins hidden around. Yeah, we'll just go to Slimeball Science and start things off. Howdy, buddy. It's only 5 slime bucks to enter. Grab the fun pass, and that allows you to enter. Here we go. The first attraction.
Hello there, future scientists. Welcome to Slimeball Science, where I'll be putting your problem-solving and puzzling skills to the ultimate test. But you won't be alone. I'd like you to meet your new friend, the companion Slimeball.
Whoa.
They'll always be there to help you out in a pinch. And don't worry, if you find yourself separated or if your new buddy gets snagged in a field, just press the heart buttons to summon them back to you. Don't worry, they don't feel pain. Remember to
Right.
any ranged items you have in the chest over there. After that, head on in. I'll be seeing you.
Oh, I'm sure you will, Slimy Jim. Right. So, this attraction, you can't use your bow. You gotta leave that behind. And then take the companion slime ball with you. And I think the second that you throw it on the ground, yeah, the door closes. You need to take it with you. And here we go. So the first attraction, well, it's not the first one, but the first one we're going to be doing is the most Kitatcho out of all of them. It's basically just a chamber. But it's a chamber where something kind of, I don't know about you guys, but it feels a little off. Okay, I thought that particle field wasn't working. It was just very far away. Okay, so we can't get through there unless this plate is down. But when that plate is down, this door is closed. Thankfully, there is some adhesion sludge from chapter 1 on the wall. You just throw your little buddy onto that. They slowly fall on down, hit the plate, and that allows you to go through. And look at this, it's the return of a mechanic we haven't seen since Act 1, the throwables, because we can't use the bow. They actually have a purpose again. So, you get to interact with the targets. Just a little refresher on how the throwables work, and that allows us to come back out here, grab the companion slime ball, and then you can throw it. Oh god. Okay, no, don't look at that. That's you could throw it and then get your reward, which is 2 buttons, which can be placed on blocks of gold. We can't get that back, but thankfully we can teleport our little guy back to us. There they are. And if you want to be a little sneaky, you might be able to respawn some throwables in here. Kind of do this whole section again. But what if we put the companion slime ball there? And then we can escape that little room with a throwable. Okay. So the buttons can be used here so that we can permanently turn off the death fields and use our slime ball up and over the glass. And we can press a button. Okay. And when you press that button, you'll notice that up here is the exit, and that redstone lamp is now turned on, where it was off before. You can use the button here to get to this section where there's swap blocks. This is, again, just a little refresher about how swap blocks work. That allows you to go through this glass maze to hit the second button. So that lights up. Take your little guy back. And we want to activate this one. Right. I always forget. That goes through there, and that allows us to get back out. And we'll need to run back and get our buddy again. Come here, you. Basketball, exactly. So you might notice while you're doing this attraction, there's actually a room over here. This room has nothing to do with the larger puzzle. You have all of these plates that don't do anything, and you have a dark room here. However, we have a throwable that we snuck out of that other room, and that allows us to hit this target. That lights up this room, and we notice that this plate is pink. And this gives us the clock, which is a piece of contraband, and we'll be going over the contraband and what you use them for after this attraction. Okay. So we can't take the companion slime ball through the field. It'll get stuck in the field if you do, and you gotta go recover it with the button. So instead what you need to do is throw it up there, go on through. Slime ball fields don't kill your friends. They don't. But they do get them permanently stuck until they teleport back to you. Press that down to go on through. Here we are. The second half of the chamber, because the second that we respawn, we can't go back. So if you want that clock and you want that contraband, make sure to do that puzzle with the throwable. Otherwise, you now can't. You actually can't. You're locked out of getting that. Can't do anything here for the moment, but we can go through here, and these look like basketball hoops. So, you know what to do. Fail miserably at basketball. And doing that for all three will open this door. Throw the companion slime ball there to get across. Pick it back up here. We're back in this area, but you can't jump down. A suspicious hole in the ceiling. I wonder what that's for. Oh well. Now we can go up through here. We can... Oh, I forgot to do something, actually. Hold on. No, that's fine. Thankfully, there's a shortcut here that allows us to go back down. I forgot when you're down here, you can press this button to activate that swap block. So when you're up here, when you press this, it teleports into that area with the bridges. We can grab 3 throwables up here. And our companion slime ball is there. So what we just got to do is hit these bridges in order to drop it down onto these plates, which will open this door. And we need a button to get into there. We can get another throwable here. Your companion slime ball is required to open the exit. So it's stuck there, but as you can see, these 3 plates go to this glass. So we gotta lift the glass up in order to recover it, and the exit should open. So we use the throwable there. It gives us a button. We could take the button back over here, where the gold block is. And this gives us a slime ball. Oh my god. And with the slime ball and the throwable in hand, we can use both of them on these plates. Okay, there's 1. There's 2. And then... Oh my god, guys, we get so much money. We beat the attraction. And with that, we have completed Slimeball Science. Yeah, return through the slime tube. And we now return back to the main area of Kitatcho land.
Sorry about your new buddy. Some sacrifices have to be made.
It's okay, Slimy Jim, I understand.
You'll have me.
I sure do. Okay. And with that, all we gotta do is pick our bow back up. And we move onwards. So we got 55 Kitatcho coins. We can then return to the kiosk in the center and redeem those.
What I want to know is, why do they call it oven when you wanted the cold food about how to eat the food?
I have no idea. But there we go. We now have 13. And with that, that should allow us to enter the next attraction. So for the next attraction, I think we'll do Slimy Jim's Sharpshooter Extravaganza, which is located over here. Cool.
Howdy, buddy.
Howdy, Slimy Jim.
Have a super slimy fun time.
Oh, I sure will. So slimy. All right.
Howdy again, buddy. Welcome to one of my favorite games here at Kitatcho Land. Slimy Jim Sharpshooter Extravaganza. That's right. They named it after little old me.
Oh, man.
The objective of this game is easy to learn, but hard to master. Just step on through the gate there and grab yourself one of our Kitatcho quality bows. Then hit all those fancy targets in each area to get yourself some Kitatcho coins. And I know you love those little fellas. Well, come on. Get going. Fun awaits you beyond the veil.
Okay. So, Sharpshooter. Shoot one Slimy Jim target in every level for a special reward. Shoot these to remove obstacles, and shoot these to progress. Oh, can you not actually shoot them? Wait. Oh, there's actual barrier blocks in front of them. I did not know about that. Okay, that's interesting. You learn something new every day. Warning, do not step over the railing. That's good to know. See, normally we would grab our bow here, but you know, being a fancy test subject, we kind of already got a bow. So we can hit the door control switch from here.
Looks like you've already got a bow. Now where on earth did you find that?
Oh, it's a long story, but are you guys ready? Sharpshooter, let's go.
Let's get it started.
Let's get it started. So, this is a mini game where you gotta shoot all of the targets in order to progress. If you are struggling to find a target and that's why you're watching this video, that is okay. I'm gonna be a little quick with it, or at least try to be. So just, you know, carefully pay attention. Feel free to go back if I go too fast. Yeah. Got one up there in the cloud. There's an explosive block there, which reveals a normal one. There's one hidden there, and then there's one in the window of the skyscraper. That opens the exit, but as that sign back there said, hidden in every level, there is a Slimy Jim target. This one is one of the harder ones to find. It's hidden over there on top of the sand. A little tricky of a shot, but not too bad.
Great work, buddy.
Thank you, Slimy Jim. So up next we got See-Through City. It's just kind of the same thing here. We got a lot of targets. We got that one. We can break the windows of that building to get that target. One in the fountain, one on the road or river. Maybe it's a river. I always thought it was a road, but now that I'm looking at it, kind of seeing a river. Hit that one. There's one up there. I'm usually really bad at this shot. I am surprised I got it first try though. Somehow I missed that one. Okay. There's one over there behind the water. There we go. There is a block that you can explode there, which gives you the last one. Come on. Come on. There we go. And for the Slimy Gym target, we just basically do some very not nice things to this city. I'm sure no one lives in these buildings, right? But there we go. All of the targets down.
Keep going, buddy.
Okay. So this introduces the teleporting blocks. There we go. Very cool. It's fine, exactly. Everything is fine. Up next, we got the Galactic Garden. Probably my favorite room of the four. I just really like the look of this. So, we got that. This makes good use of the new teleporting targets that we were just introduced. Come on. There we go. We can hit that one. We can hit that one, which teleported somewhere. It's a little tricky to know where they teleported, but if you just follow along, we should get every target eventually. There's one hidden over there. Come on. There is that there. Come on. Cool. We got one up there in the sky. And we have 3 left. This one's a little tricky. There's one hidden in the water there. A lot of people miss that. That allows you to get that one. Where are the other 2? Hold on. It's been a little bit. Okay. Right there. Come on. There we go. And then there's one right there. Now, for the Slimy Gym target, it's a little evil, but it's actually behind you. And then it teleports over there. And then...
Just like these targets, I'm everywhere.
oh, Slimy Gym's Fabulous Factory is the last level. We got moving targets. Let's see if I can get one first try. Nice. Blow that up. Gives us that. There's a little area over there where it'll teleport to some random corners, which should, in theory, spawn a target in the middle. Good stuff. There's a button down there. When you hit this, a target will appear up top. We got one there. We got this contraption where you gotta move the glass up and down to hit the teleporting targets. And then right. Okay, there's another moving one there. Can I get it? Nope. Nice. Get rid of that. Hit that. That teleports up there, which then teleports a target somewhere up there. Cool. There's also a teleporting target there, which should spawn one up there. There's that target, and I think the last one is right there. So that's all the normal ones. And the Slimy Gym target is actually hidden back there. There's a teleporting block, which then teleports the Slimy Gym target up into that little room. This shot's a little tricky, but you can kind of make it. Come on. Come on. There we go. Also, hello Devi, welcome to the stream. Glad to see you can make it. And there we go. We got the achievement Dead Aim for finding all 4 Slimy Gym targets. You actually get quite a bit of coins for this attraction, more than you do with Slimeball Science. So that's pretty cool. And for getting all 4 Slimy Gym targets, you actually end up getting a Slimy medal. Interesting. I wonder what that's used for. Hey. Hey, okay. That was weird. Anyways, moving on. We're back at the main area of Kitatcho Land. 2 attractions down. Just a few more to go. I think the next thing we should tackle is probably the water park. And the water park's interesting.
Where'd I leave my keys? Always dropping those little guys.
Let's just redeem these for now. We got 24 in total. That's not that bad. The water park's found over here. And what makes the water park interesting, howdy, is that there's no like goal for this one. It's just if you want a bunch of Kitatcho coins,
Don't drown, buddy.
you can go into the water park. You might notice a bunch of these like little attractions, like these little rivers and pools that you could swim in, including the AFK pool. But over here you might notice that the super sprinkler is out of order. And if you go in here, it takes you to a secret area that's in the back of Kitatcho Land. And the music, as a fun touch, is actually a remix of the Don't Drown song from Chapter 1, Submersion. Okay. I'm sure that was nothing. The plate room. Okay, so water breathing. Things to know. All Kitatcho Land high-tech water park staff are to have access to 1 water breathing plate. In the event that food coins or small children are stuck down a drain, staff will be able to go in and fish them out without worrying about the discomfort of drowning. Said plate should be locked after hours with a 4-digit code. Keep this code posted in the Drain Nexus control room. Water breathing lasts indefinitely, or at least until the end of 1 shift. Please use the drain scanner to check for any items in the drain or connecting pipes. Don't drown. Cool. So we need to find a code, just like we did in the staff halls at the end of Act 2. And it's in the Drain Nexus control room. Over here, we learned that there are 100 Kitatcho coins located in the pipes and waterways of the Drain Nexus. So that's the main goal of this area. You can get 100 Kitatcho coins just by exploring. We need 2 levers here, and we can do that, but just to save us time, you need a 3rd lever down there, so we won't be dealing with that right now. Entry is not permitted without proper water breathing dosage. This is the control room, and we know that there's a code in there. So if we go down here, we can get a better view of the control room from this platform, and if you use your spyglass, we can see the plate code 3213. Interesting. What was it? 3123? Am I already forgetting it? 3213. Okay. Right. My memory is great. I have a great memory. 3, 2, 1, 3. Cool. And that activates this, which gives us indefinite water breathing. So we literally cannot drown if we wanted to. That allows us into here now that we have the water breathing, and we can enter the control room to hit the drain toggle. Doing this causes all of these pipeways to start leaking. Good stuff. And we can now jump down and go up any one we want. So there's 100 coins in these waterways. Me personally, I don't think I've ever bothered to actually get all 100 because it's not actually needed. There is way more Kitatcho coins that you can get in Kitatcho Land than what's actually needed in order to beat the area. So, will I get all of them? I don't know, but we'll try to get some of them. There is like an actual main thing I want to get in this area, and I think if we go up here, where is it? Is it this way? It's quite the maze. I usually forget. I think we're going in the right direction. Back here we can get 20 Kitatcho coins, which is not bad. But being over here does allow us to hit this button. And this is a shortcut back to the control room. I think the area I want to go to is up here. It's very easy to get lost in the water park. Because it's like a bunch of these like pipes. It can get very disorientating where you are, and it can cause the place to feel a lot bigger than it actually is. So up here, there's actually 4 different smaller areas you can get to, and I believe all of them can take you to more coins. We got 60 out of the 100, so we got most of them, over half. But the main thing I wanted to come in here for is if you go into this pipe and you go on up, you can swim on down and then get Benjamin's gold. 2 contraband items. Interesting. And after we leave the water park, I will explain what the contraband is for. Okay. So I think for now, all we have to do is focus on leaving this place, which is easier said than done. If any of you watching at home want to keep exploring this place to try to find all 100 coins, good luck. You know, I don't have the best sense of direction, and I tend to forget where they all are sometimes. I do know that if we go up here, it should be an exit, but it's an exit that gives us some more Kitatcho coins. So it's worth going this way. Right. That takes us up here, but before you go down, you can actually walk along this little river. Get a good view of the place from up here. And this will take us to this chest. There we go, 20 more coins. Did the super sprinkler just blow up again? No, I think that was the apocalypse. Oh. Good stuff. Cool. And we could just drop down here, but if anyone was curious for what was the other way, it just takes us to a button that opens this door. And it just drops you there. And it's a shortcut if you want to go back, even though I think going that way and going down that way just take you to the same spot. So it's up to you. That's the water park. It's all optional. I just wanted to get the gold. If we go over this way though, it's actually the Kitatcho Lounge, and this is an easy place to get some coins, so might as well show this off. Hello.
Hello there, esteemed customer, and welcome to the most exclusive corner of Kitatcho Land, the coveted Kitatcho Lounge.
Whoa.
Be your mixologist today, as we have a wide selection of tonics, tinctures, and non-brand name beverage mixtures to choose from. Feel free to sit back, relax, and change the music at your leisure. Have a super chill time.
Yeah. Okay. Who's this sad guy?
Boy, I sure am down in the dumps today. I always dreamed of everyone knowing my name, but now I'm just here, slumped in my booth. Maybe if someone played my favorite song, it would cheer me up.
Okay. So, he dreams of someone, of everyone knowing his name. So, here we could just, change the music. This whole place is kind of pointless, but in a good way. If you want to hear like these very lo-fi, very slowed down versions of songs that you've heard up to this point in the map, you could do that. And it's just very chill. Like just listening to the music and taking in the vibes. There's just something about it, you know? So if you look through all the names of the songs, you notice this one's called Fame. The guy wants everyone to know his name. If you change it to Fame, he becomes so happy.
Oh boy, my favorite song. I'm so happy I could cough up a bunch of Kitatcho coins.
And there we go. Easy money. And that is the only thing that there is to do in this area. So we'll just, go onwards. And then we can go and redeem all of these coins with good old Slimy Jim at the center. How you doing?
I'm trilingual. I can speak English, math, and Kung Fu.
Yeah, that is great to know. Okay, we got 35. We're making a profit. So the next thing that we should go over is the contraband and what you do with it. So, tucked away over here by the Ferris wheel, there's a cave that says shush, and this brings us to
Hello and welcome to Benjamin's Bounty. If you find any treasures or contraband, bring them to Benjamin here for a great monetary reward.
okay. So this is where you take your contraband and you exchange them for a lot of money.
Thank you very much. I am grateful and hungry for nuts and berries.
What a character. Right. So we got 45 coins just from that. So finding the contraband is a very good investment. You can get a lot of money for it. If you are having trouble finding the contraband, I think
Why do they call it oven when you want them to cold food about hot eat food?
that's a very good question, Jim. I'll get back to you on that. The next place that we should go to, so that we could tackle the contraband, because I know a lot of people struggle trying to find all of them, and we should go over that. The security offices, tucked away over here by the fortune teller, which gives you secrets, which I'm not going to go over, because you should find that out on your own. We can use the two levers that we got from the gift shop and the gate control room for the haunted mansion to make our way into the security offices. And putting a lever on the opposite side of a lapis block will keep that door open. How's the science going? Hello, Nico. We are currently in Kitatcho land, going strong.
Oh, well?
Oh, thank you, Debbie, for the oh whoa. That oh whoa is now in the official Kitatcho walkthrough. I hope you guys enjoy that. I forgot all about that sound alert. Okay, so now we got two levers, and we can use the second lever here to walk on up and get the third lever. There, and there's the oof. Thank you, Nico. And now is everyone's just going to be spamming sound alerts now? Yeah, that the bruh is so much louder than the others, and I don't know why. Okay, so with two of the levers, we can go in here and we get treasure hunting by Leon SK. And we get the red slimy medal. Interesting. My friend Ashley told me that she talked to that funny bear guy and learned all about all sorts of super cool treasures hidden around the place. Problem is, neither of us can figure out where they are, so we're starting a super secret club, and this is our super secret hideout. From here on out, we are the Super Epic Awesome Treasure Society, also known as SEATS. And our goal is to track down every treasure in Kitatcho land. I'll put any clues I find in this journal. You're welcome, Stockley. Thank you, Debbie. The bruh being louder is a bruh moment. It is a bruh moment indeed. Okay. So, treasure one, cool plant. Our new recruit, Mike, told us how he saw a super cool plant at the flower store, but before he could grab it, the lady at the counter took it out back and locked the door. We gotta get it open. Treasure 2, a clock. Apparently time really is money. Our friend Ingrid was acting really weird after she finished Slimeball Science, but she told us she saw some fancy clock locked behind a door in some room with a mirror. But how do we get inside? We already got that one. And the thing about the clock, if you don't get it when you're in Slimeball Science, you are locked out of getting it. So I think I warned about that when we were getting it. But if you haven't got it and you're watching this video, I'm sorry. You're kind of locked out. Gold. I found this super sick bar of gold behind a dumpster. Thing is, it was pretty slick and I dropped it in the water park. The stupid thing fell right down the drain. Maybe an employee can help us get it out. We got that one too, just recently. Treasure 4, awesome crystal. Ashley said she found this awesome crystal on display in the comic shop, but it got confiscated by the Ferris wheel operator named Douglas when she tried to get on. We'll get it back. Right. Treasure 5. I can feel my voice straining a bit, but I am pushing onwards. A freaking sword. Apparently the last treasure Ashley heard about was this sword, but none of us can find it anywhere. It seems like there should be a hint somewhere, but for now we've reached a wall. We'll figure it out. And that's all. Hopefully, we'll get our hands on all of this dope treasure soon, so we can be rich with Kitatcho coins. Right. Because I spent so much time in that book, I think... Oh, never mind. The music's gonna loop immediately. Sure. Cool. Right, so that is every hint you need to get all of the contraband. But once we're done with the security offices, I'll go through the rest that we have to get. So just kind of juggle your levers to get out of there. We can actually put 2 levers here to deactivate the death field. And doing this allows us to go deeper into the security offices, where we can go over here into confiscation and get some extra Kitatcho coins. 15, not bad. Okay. We can grab all of our levers back. Also, welcome, Gulpinator. Welcome to the stream. I didn't forget about you, don't worry. Open this door, click that lever. And now we have escaped with 3 levers. And if you remember, 3 levers is all we need to actually leave this place. We just need 50 Kitatcho coins. We can easily get 50 coins by getting the rest of the contraband, but I am going to show off the other attractions for the time being. Hey, Jim. Yeah, you've been asking that a lot. It's okay. Don't worry about it. So, if we look at that book, the first treasure is a cool plant, which is found at the flower shop. Yeah, okay. It's okay, Jim. So if we go to Tenenbaum's Flora, we can find a book here. I need to get out back, but the door is shut, and Bridget forgot to remind me how to unlock it. It's not my fault we're still using that stupid locking system with the flower pots. Hopefully Mary knows it. She's working at Super Balloon Popper now, but she always had a good memory. Better yet, I can make my last escape and finally get out of this place. Slimy Jim gives me the creeps. I don't know why everyone's worried about Slimy Jim. Right, so there's some combination that we need with the flower pots. Mary knows the combination, but she works at Super Balloon Popper. And Super Balloon Popper is located over here by the entrance to this place. And you'll notice there's some balloons, but they're in the colors are in a specific order: blue, red, purple, orange. So you gotta remember blue, red, purple, orange. And then you can clear your inventory. Blue, hold on. Blue, red, purple, orange. And then that opens the door, and that gets us the green herb. Herb. You can pronounce it both ways. Cool. Treasure hunting. Right. So that's the first one. The second one is a clock. We got that. The third one's gold. We got that one too. Awesome crystal found on top of the Ferris wheel. So, we had to get up there. He is always losing his keys. You sure are, Jim. So in order to get onto the Ferris wheel, you gotta come on in and then leave. Notice, please do not climb the rocks. Just like material manufacturing, when a video game asks you not to do something, you gotta do it. You gotta be rebellious like that. So we can climb to the very top of the Ferris wheel, and I'm just remembering this doesn't give us contraband. This actually gives us a fortune teller's eye. So for anyone who wants to yeah, Masp, okay, I know the contraband is in the building. I know, I always get it confused. I get those mixed up. So anyone watching, there's a free fortune teller eye for secret hunting. The contraband is actually down here. Crystal of Fortune, nice. And the last one, a freaking sword, and this is the one where people get stuck. A lot of people don't know where this one is. So the only hint that you get for this one is that it seems like it should be somewhere, but for now we've reached a wall. We'll figure it out. And that's your hint. They've reached a wall. So you gotta look around Kitatcho land for any suspicious looking walls, and if you go over by the fortune teller, you'll notice that there's a path here.
Fortune teller, bring the eyes, and I will show you unlikely futures.
Yeah, I know. Ha, right. You'll notice there's just a path kind of walking into this wall that goes nowhere. But if we hit the wall... Oh. That gives you 25 Kitatcho coins. That is not a freaking sword. Man, if only we knew where a sword was. If only... Yeah, you could punch the wall behind the fake wall. Illusory wall ahead? That's a lie. Man, this gives us the Moonlight Greatsword, which is a Dark Souls reference. I've been meaning to play more Dark Souls. I played like what, an hour of it, an hour and a half of it on stream, my first ever playthrough. Haven't gone back to it, but I should change that. But yeah, this is all one big Dark Souls reference because Anominate, who made Kitatcho Land, big fan of Dark Souls. But yeah, why is Jim just hanging out in the corners now? He's just looking for his keys. There we go. We have enough slime bucks to actually leave Kitatcho Land. That's crazy. But now that we have all 3 of the remaining contraband, we can go to Benjamin and redeem them.
Come back anytime.
Thank you. We can use the Crystal of Fortune to get 40.
He won't let us leave.
Oh, I'm sure that's nothing. And then we can redeem the Moonlight Greatsword.
You found everything. A true treasure collector. Now you'd better leave before he gets too attached.
I'm sure that doesn't mean anything crazy. Let's just move on and pretend like everything's okay. So now we got a lot of coins.
What I want to know is, why did
Yes, you've been asking that the entire time, Slimy Jim. It's fine. Also, people may be wondering where the slimy metals go that we've been getting. No need to worry. You'll notice that there's this slime ball here with a chest inside of it that you can't get to, and there's some hints. Only one is needed, but 2 unlock the door to Red Soul. It's a reference to us only needing 2 levers in order to get the slimy metal found in the security offices. Hidden faces protect a special reward amongst riches. That is a reference to having to hit all of the 4 Slimy Gym targets in Sharpshooter. And something unnecessary will take you further below. For anyone watching at home, this is a secret, not mandatory. If you're secret hunting, good luck. I'm not going to spoil any secrets, but it's up to you to figure out that one. Okay, you do that, Slimy Jim. So now that we got all of that out of the way with the contraband, we should focus on finishing the rest of the attractions. the next one being Temple of the Slime God. So this one costs 20 bucks to enter. We got more than 20. We are doing very good. So Temple of the Slime God is a parkour course that you got to beat in one life. If you are not good at parkour, do not go in here.
Who dares disturb me in my domain?
Oh no.
Another challenger. Weary traveler, do you think you have what it takes to best my temple and claim
I
my
sure
treasure?
do.
Many have tried. None have succeeded. If you think you're ready, open the gates and begin. I look forward to watching you suffer.
You guys ready? This is where I get to show off my really cool parkour skills. Let's go. Gotta get it first try. I'm so good at parkour. Gotta focus. It's fine. It's fine. I was just wanting to show what happens when you die. That's all that was. There we go. First try, let's go. First real try, I should say. You are so good at parkour. Thank you, Nico. I'm so good. Just do that. Go up here. Make sure the jump on the slime don't get stuck down there. Go down these stairs. Do a little hop, skip, and a jump. Oh, look at that. It's kind of embarrassing that kind of embarrassing that I spoke way too soon, I guess. So I'll just go through again. I'm sure it's fine. Yep. Parkour sure is great. I'm so good at it. The last jump. Don't worry, you could cut out the fails. I could. But if I do that, the people watching at home would see that message in the Twitch chat and know that I cut something out. So I lose either way. And humility is a good thing to have. And I will leave my fails in. There we go. And we jump, and then we don't mess up this jump. And it's so easy. First try, everybody. First try.
And obtained my treasure. So be it. A worthy adversary. But we will meet again, traveler.
Yeah, and you actually get a lot of Kitatcho coins for doing this. So, if you struggle at parkour and you're having a hard time, don't worry, it pays well. You will be paid for your suffering. Look at that, you get almost 3 full stacks of Kitatcho coins. And this takes you right back to the start. And with that, we can return to the kiosk. It sure is, Jiminy. Okay, there we go. Man, stacks of cash in our hand. There's only one attraction left before the mansion, and this is the Lightspeed Inferno. Now, before we go into this one, I want everyone watching at home to know that this one is, there is no way you can get stuck on this. This doesn't even need to be in the walkthrough, but I feel like it would be kind of incomplete if I didn't just have it in. So if you haven't gone through Lightspeed Inferno, please pause the video, play it on your own, because everything that's in here, it is very worth seeing blind. So let's just go on in.
Hey everyone, it's me.
A little disclaimer.
Kitatcho. And I just have one question for you. Are you ready to ride? I hope so. because you have just entered one of our most intense,
Whoa.
pounding,
Whoa.
dropping, and
Whoa.
pants-sweating attractions here at Kitatcho Land. The Lightspeed Inferno is the fastest roller coaster this side of the Mississippi.
Really?
And you may be saying to yourself, but we're underground, which I say exactly.
Oh, okay.
Now, before you can enter this ride proper, you'll need to check in with my friend Slimy Jim. He's just got some quick, harmless, legally required paperwork for you to fill out. After that, you'll be set to go on the Lightspeed Inferno.
Yeah.
Susie, could you give me a lozenge? Really hurt my throat.
Howdy, howdy. Just fill this out for me, buddy.
Okay. Super legal paperwork dispenser. Press to sign. Your paperwork. Let's go.
That's right. I hope you're ready for the ride of your life.
Okay, sure. And then here you can see the entire history of roller coasters. In 1884, roller coasters were invented. They look like this. Very interesting. That is the entire history of roller coasters summed up. Everything you need to know. And then we press this button to enter the Inferno. Are you guys ready? Now we just sit back, relax. And this is where I get to give myself a little bit of a break. So we're going to enjoy a nice little roller coaster ride. Look at the scenery. I'll lay back. Got my funny juice in hand. And here we go. Exactly. This is so much fun. Is everyone having fun? We like to have fun here. Twitch.tv/Stockley. If anyone watching this wants to join our streams sometime. Whoa, Lightspeed Inferno. So cool. You know, for something called the Lightspeed Inferno, it's not going very fast. It's going kind of slow. Do not enter. Slimy Jim's Wild and Wacky Detour.
Oh, silly old me.
Hey, buddy.
I tell you that this here attraction is under maintenance right now. But never fear, Slimy Jim is here. I made you a little detour that sure rock your socks off. Hang on, buddy.
Uh-oh. Okay, Slimy Jim. I'm sure it's okay. I wonder what wacky detour Slimy Jim has prepared for us. Oh, the rails are gone. Some lovely folks in this forest. Yep. This is a thing that exists. Hey, he's waving. Yeah, this is Kitatcho, by the way. If anyone at home, like the main thing that the hardest part about Lightspeed Inferno and why you may need to look up a walkthrough is because you may think that you were accidentally teleported to a completely different map. It's okay. I'm here to assure you that this is still Kitatcho 3. You know, it's still the map that you were playing earlier, where you were just running through chambers, putting slime balls on pressure plates, got wacky planets and space worms with teeth, and astronaut Mike just chilling out. That's what an astronaut looks like, I'm sure. Here we got astronaut Mammoth and Carl. Hey Carl, how's it going? Carl and I go way back. Way back, God. When you're talking nonstop on stream and you're not used to it, you feel your throat muscles get a workout. But here we are in Happy Town. There's a monkey. Nico, I think I remember you saying that you never knew that this was a thing, but you can see Slimy Jim hitting the gritty. He's just having fun. There he goes. You know, just in Happy Town. Very normal thing. Very colorful tunnel. Very cool. And then we got, you know, the wasteland with I like to think that these fine gentlemen here are getting ready to do an epic battle with whatever that thing is. Yep. And here we got the moist room. So if you guys like squishy, a lot of squishy stuff going on here. Very cool. And this is all perfectly fine and normal. Perfectly fine and normal. Okay. Looks like we're going to take a left turn. That is crazy. Okay. We got a factory. We got a bunch of slimy gyms over there. Interesting. We got some kind of production line of slimy gyms. We got a lot of them looking at us. I like you added Minecraft or minecarts into this map. Makes us remember when we used minecarts for our crazy imaginations when we were 10 years old. I remember making so many like roller coasters with minecarts back in like the early days of Minecraft. It's just really fun, and it was really nice incorporating that into Kitatcho. Okay, so we're out of the detour, so things are hopefully going to go back to normal. Here we are, Kitatcho land, overlooking everything. You can kind of see Slimy Jim down there in the kiosk. He's still looking at us. He sure is. Yep. I'm sure that's nothing. Okay. And that is that. We're almost done. Don't worry, everybody. There's not much left for this roller coaster. However, we saved the best for last because now we have the super tunnel. Everyone get ready for the super tunnel. We're gonna go down the super tunnel. Here we go. Whoa. Man, guys, that was so super. Oh, hello. Yeah, okay. Anyway, that was the super tunnel. And with that, we arrive right back where we started. No, let me in. Doesn't let you back in. You get a lot of money for this. So here we go. We are rich. Over 3 stacks of Kitatcho coins, despite us already having everything we need to leave. Oh god, that was loud.
One piece. But that's great news. Just means there'll be more to work with.
Yep. Okay, goodbye, Slimy Jim. Let's okay, moving on. How you doing, buddy? Oh, you sure are. Okay. I mean, we have more than enough slime bucks. But it's always good to redeem as much as possible. Feels rich. But at this point, that's all the attractions apart from the mansion. There is a lot of secrets that I haven't shown. So if you're playing this at home and you want to know how to do all the secrets, feel free to join the Discord. The Team Silica Discord. There's a lot of cool people in there, and I'm sure they'd be more than happy to help you out with any secrets. So, now that we have over 50 slime bucks and we got all 3 levers, we can open the gate to the mansion. And we can redeem our slime bucks.
Howdy, buddy.
Here we go.
I gotta warn you, buddy. Once you go in there, you won't be coming back. Make sure you have everything you need before entering.
Yep, okay. And with that, we get the achievement Fun is Infinite, which is to unlock every attraction in Kitatcho Land. Here we go.
Good luck in there, buddy.
Okay, sure.
Hello and welcome to Dr. Specter's haunted mansion. Dr. Specter was a complicated man who delved into some unsavory arts in his time. Now, Dr. Specter seems to be long gone, but rumor has it that his experiments still roam the halls. Step inside. See if you can discover the secret of the house and make it out with your life.
Oh boy.
Before you do so, make sure you grab a super spooky blaster. You might need it. Are you ready? Come on in.
Okay, so the Haunted Mansion. This is probably going to be the most watched section of this video, I think. Apart from people just wondering how the hell do you get out of Kitatcho Land. Yeah, the Haunted Mansion, this is going to be a lot. So you got to grab a spooky blaster, but it's just the bow. It's just the bow, don't worry. Okay, unsearched rooms are highlighted white. When you enter a room in the mansion, it turns blue. And if you've gotten everything in that room, the sign above the room turns green. So this is very good to note, to keep track of where you've been and where you haven't been. But let's just go on. Thankfully, from this point on the map, everything starts becoming a little bit more linear. Everything starts becoming a bit straightforward. And this is not that bad when you know what to do. Here we go. The Haunted Mansion. Right off the bat, it gives you 2 maps. One is of the first floor. One is of the second floor. You can use this to kind of help navigate your way around. You can read these lecterns, which will give you hints about where to look for things. But if you just want the speedy tutorial on how to quickly get through this place, I am here, don't worry. So the first place, the only place that you can go right off the bat, is actually this way to the West Hall. There we go. So we got jump scares, kind of. Right, so there's you might notice that there's some puzzles here in the dining hall. We can't do that yet. We can't get into the kitchen. The only place that we can really do anything right off the bat is the gallery, which is found upstairs. However, you might wander down this way into the lounge and find Boney.
Friendly face. My name's Boney. Wanna guess why? Anyway, I've been here for a real long time. Unlike those other monsters in the halls, I'm content to just stay here. Which is good, because I haven't been able to leave for a long time. Though say, staying here so long makes me mighty hungry. Could you be a pal and bring me some brain soup? The recipe should be in the kitchen. And I'll make it worth your while. See, that big fella down the hall won't let anyone through without the password. And I happen to be the only one who knows it. So, bring me some soup, and I'll fill you in.
Alright, so we got a fetch quest. We need to give Boney here some brain soup in order to get this big zombie guy out of the way. Yeah, he wants a password. We can't get through. Yeah. So that's a little thing that you gotta do. As you can see, the sign turned blue. That means that there's still stuff to do in that room. That will be later though. That's one of the last steps in the mansion. The first thing that we want to do is head to the gallery. Ignore everything else. Go straight to the gallery. And yeah, watch out for that. Okay, so we got the first puzzle in the mansion. From cradle to grave, the bell tolls for us all. So that's your hint. And you notice all of these statues are labeled. And they kind of show the path through someone's life from cradle to grave. Basically, hit the buttons of this person's life story in the right order. So newborn is the first thing. The light lights up. The second thing would be study, because studying something would lead to a breakthrough. And when you have a breakthrough, that could lead to you owning some kind of enterprise. But eventually, in the end, crutch. And that gets you the first lever. And with that, we can now make our way back. And we want to go downstairs to the well room. You can access the well room, which is right here, on both the first and second floor. Before the first lever, we want to be on the first floor. I guess it doesn't matter, but I mean, you get the chest down here, so you might as well put the lever on the first floor. So that gives us a false skull key. It looks and feels like a key, but it can't be used to open doors. So this is useless until we enter the West Hall on the second floor. Watch out for the locals. This is a shortcut back to the foyer, the main area that you entered the mansion in, and you'll notice that there's this guy. That was not supposed to happen. that was not supposed to happen at all, actually. Okay, so the idea is that you actually have to give this guy the false skull key, and that will give you the real skull key. That's actually really funny. If you're watching this video, that bug should not happen, because you should be playing on version 1.1. This is version 1.0. Okay, so moving on. We got the real skull key, and with this will allow us to look for doors that have a skull icon above them. And when we approach the door while holding the key, it allows us to walk on through. Okay, so we got the guest bedroom. And in here we got a book. It's titled Still Alive. That's an interesting reference. And when you walk out, it turns green. That means that's the only thing that you need in there. Okay. We don't know what the book is used for, but it's good to hold on to it for now. Right here, the mansion starts to open up a bit, and there's a lot of places that you can go. But the first place that I recommend everyone goes to is the cellar. As long as you have the first lever, if you go into the cellar, you can turn off the death field here and get a chest in the middle, which gives you 5 spooky coins. This coin is like a Kitatcho coin, but spookier. And you'll notice that there is a torch that we have to light, but we need these 2 plates pressed in order to activate it. So we'll need to bring a slime ball here, but we can't because of the slime field. So we'll have to find a way to deactivate that by getting 2 levers. So we'll come back here, but for now, we want those 5 spooky coins. You might not know what to do with the spooky coins. That's okay, we'll get to that. Next, the next place that we want to go to, I'm trying to remember this too, because there's a lot of steps that you could do, and there's a lot of things that we could do out of order. But I think the first thing that we want to do is find a bunch of books. The second book is in the master bedroom, all the way over here. It's titled Grim Reaper's List. There's 4 books you need to find. There's 2 of them. Up here, pressing that button gives us a shortcut back into the gallery, so we can kind of loop our way around the mansion. And I believe the next place we want to go to, we can go to the office, where we'll find a chest with a contractor agreement that says this contract agreement is made between Dr. Jonas Spector, client, and Trevor Construction Company, contractor. The contractor agrees to perform the following for the client: installation of 1 button-operated trick door in medical storage, button to be camouflaged and placed on right side of storage cabinet. So, medical storage is actually back the way we came. And we gotta look for a camouflaged button on the side of the cabinet. Right in here. And would you look at that? Pressing that opens the bookshelf, which gives us an old book titled Eagle of South, Wolf of North. And we get a map that shows secret pattern. We'll keep this in mind. The last book, the 4th one, is actually back with our good old pal Boney. So let's head back there, which is down the stairs and right over here. Put that lever there, and that gets us the book, The Shattered Orb. Get our lever back. And then we want to go to the library, which requires the skull key. Walk on in, and this lectern will actually give you a hint to where all the books are. So if you're ever confused, there's your hint, there's your guide. We want to take all 4 of these books. We want to look at the secret pattern and just make sure that the books are placed in the right spots. And that will give us the Slimeball Key. And this opens up a lot for us to do. It does open up so many doors. So this is probably the part where most people are stuck, and I'll try to speed through it, so keep up. The first place you want to go to when you have the Slimeball Key is back in the main foyer, because over here, this gives you access to Slimeball storage, which gets you a slime ball. With a slime ball, we can then return to the dining hall right over here, and you'll notice that there's a chest here with the hint 3 dinner guests unlike the rest. When you look at the plates on the dinner table, 3 of them are blue. And there's a slime ball, arrow, and a pair of boots, which signifies that you need to put a slime ball on 1 pressure plate, shoot another, and then step on this. That will open up this, and we can get 5 more spooky coins. You still might be unsure what to do with the coins. That's okay. We'll get to that. The next place you want to go with the slime ball in hand is on the top floor. You want to go to storage. Here you got to put the slime ball there, because if you try putting an arrow there and walking through, you get a zombie, and you need that arrow in order to shoot it. So, allowing us to go back here, that gives you access to plant poison, which you might not know what to do with just yet, but that's okay, because the next place we gotta go to is actually this way. I'm trying to remember it off the top of my head. I played through the mansion so many times while trying to test out this map. You'd think I would know the order of operations to do things in, and even I get confused sometimes. So, you want to go to the East Hall, second floor, and you want to go to the Statue Hall. Here you have 4 statues, and you'll notice that you have some buttons, and pressing the buttons rotates the statues 90 degrees. Over here we have a book called The 4 Heroes Chapter 1, and if we read that, the 4 heroes of the kingdom were to set out on a journey. The Purple Knight, revered for his defense and protection of others in battle, could never be toppled. The Cyan Knight had a heart of gold and was quick to strike when faced with danger. The Yellow Knight, though mocked for their blunt and wooden personality, has learned and sought great wisdom. God. The Orange Knight, last of all, had an iron will unmatched by their comrades, and remained determined to find the lost treasure. With all of their sights set on the path forward seemed clear. Right. So you gotta look at like what each thing, which knight is looking at what. So the Purple Knight is revered for his defense and protection of others in battle. So you want the Purple Knight to fight the enemies. So we gotta just rotate, have them look that way. The Cyan Knight had a heart of gold and was quick to strike when faced with danger. So that means that Orange, was it Orange? Cyan, my bad. Cyan should be looking at these guys too, which they already are. Good. The Yellow Knight, though mocked for their blunt and wooden personality, was learned and sought great wisdom. Wisdom, books, should be facing the books, it already is. And the Orange Knight had an iron will unmatched by their comrades and remained determined to find the lost treasure. So we need to make Orange face the treasure. This is the combination of where all the knights should be facing, and that will open up this chest, which will give you 5 redstone. Okay. Also, make sure that you take the 4 Heroes book with you, because you may need it again. So now over here, we have the conservatory, and if you go into the conservatory, you'll notice if you walk towards this plant, which, if you use the spyglass, it has a chest underneath it. It's a little hard to see, but there is a chest there. It's defended, and you can't get in there. But over here, we have a water pump machine, and the plant poison can be used on that pipe. So we gotta poison this plant to kill it, and then grab the contents of that chest. Man, I am feeling the strain on my voice because I am doing this entire act in one sitting, and I swear this act of the map is like the length of acts 1 and 2 put together, and maybe even then some, if you want to do like everything in Kitatcho land. We do not recommend playing this map in one sitting, and even 2 sittings like I'm doing when recording this walkthrough is kind of pushing it. But here we go. We want to go to the water pump on the first floor, in the back hall by the zombie. We want to use the 5 redstone that we got. That'll power on the pipe. Right click the pipe with the plant poison, and that will kill the plant and give us 5 more spooky coins. Make sure to pick up your redstone, that's important. But now that the window's broken, that gives us another shortcut to loop back around. We now want to go to the top floor, second floor, and go back to the gallery. Math says that Act 1 and 2 is around 90 minutes. Yeah, the stream yesterday was like an hour and 40 minutes, and now we've hit the 2-hour mark, and we're still going. I got this, though. We got the games room. This is a new room that we haven't been in yet. But to end the battle, pay the price, and this is where your spooky coins come into play. You gotta find the 15, put them in here, and then they will count down. There's a lectern here, and this will give you kind of hints to where they are. So like the dining hall, the conservatory, the cellar. Putting all 15 coins in there will allow you to grab the second lever in this chest. They will laugh at you. Learn not to take it, and you're better than them. Right. So with the second lever in hand, what we want to do now is we want to go to the well room again. And this time we want to make sure that we have a lever on the top floor, which will raise the chest that gave us the skull key, or the false skull key. But if we use the second lever, it actually raises even higher. And this gives us 2 additional redstone. Very cool. Okay. So now we want to go up here. Go into the well room. Grab the second lever. Get that back. And the next thing we want to go to is the laboratory, which is right here. Second floor across from the library. Take your 2 levers. Put them here. This will activate the bridge. But the bridge is blocked by this window going into the foyer. We can try pressing this button, but it doesn't work because it needs to be powered by the redstone. Then that will raise the glass, allowing us to take this bridge over here to this chest with a piano roll. When inserted into a player piano, it plays a tune. Okay. Before we do that, though, let's go back, grab our redstone. I don't think the redstone's actually needed anymore, but it doesn't hurt to grab it. The 2 levers are, though, so we will definitely be taking that. So, I think the first place I want to go to is, before we do anything with the piano roll, we probably want to go back to the cellar, which is right down here. This is why we need the 2 levers again. That'll deactivate both fields so we can take our slime ball across. Put it there. And shoot this. And doing this allows us to light the flame. I didn't explain what doing that does, but there are 3 flames, and we need to light them all to leave the mansion. I gotta go. Bye-bye. Keep up the good science time. Will do, Nico. There's not that much left in the map, thankfully. Because scene 3 of Act 3 is pretty short, especially compared to this scene. And yeah, we probably got like another, what, like 30 minutes of the map left at this point? Right. So, theater. When we go into here, we have the 4 Heroes Chapter 2. And we have a piano. We put the piano roll in the piano. And it'll play a little jingle. Whoa. Then we can see the 4 heroes, but they don't have their colors anymore. That's weird. But this gives us the redstone key. And the redstone key is the last key that we need for everything to kind of fall into place. The first thing we can do with it is now go up the stairwell to the second floor, but then go up even more to the attic. Been a while since we've seen one of those. And if we go into the attic,
Hey, you.
we meet this guy.
Right? Well, I know for a fact that you can't get to one of the 3 flames without my help. That's right. That door is remote control, and I happen to have the remote. But I'll tell you what. If you can beat me in a game of hide and seek, I'll open it for you. I should warn you, though. Nobody's beaten me yet. So good luck with that. Here's how it works. If you find me, unlikely of course, then fire your blaster at me. Don't worry, I'm tough. Then you'll shut your eyes, and I'll find a new hiding spot. If you can find all 5 of my spots, I'll open the door for you. But that's never gonna happen, of course. Let's begin on the count of 3.
Right.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, so we're playing hide and seek with Tiny Tony. When you go blind, just listen to the footsteps. It will kind of lead you in the right direction to where he's hiding. The first location is in this closet. Just shoot him.
Find me.
He'll go to his next spot. Location number 2 is over here, tucked away.
Dang it.
Location 3 is up here.
You're good at this. I gotta step up my game.
Location 4 is the trickiest one to find. It's actually underneath this shelf.
I thought only I knew about that spot.
And the last location is hidden back here.
Well, I'll be. You actually beat me. Well, a deal's a deal. Let me open the door for you with my super powerful remote control. But be warned, no one has ever gone into the basement of the house has ever been heard from again. Probably just because they escaped, right?
Right. Yeah, so the door to the flame in the Chamber of Curiosity is opened. I haven't shown what that is yet, but that's okay. We'll get there. We're on the 2nd floor, right? So the next place we want to go... Right. No, I know what I'm doing. I know my own map. It's okay. Don't worry, everybody. We want to go back down to the 1st floor. And across from where we met Boney is the Chamber of Curiosity. And here's the gate that Tiny Tony in the attic opened for us. And we can light the 2nd flame of the 3. So, all that's left is for Boney to get his soup. To do that, we take the redstone key over to the kitchen, shoot the zombie, and head on in. So we got the soup dispenser, and we gotta look at this lectern. Here's the recipe for brain soup. We gotta add water, and then make broth by adding beef and then 2 carrots, water. This is the beef. 2 carrots. Next up, we gotta add a brain, and then beetroot, and then flesh. So look for the brain, beetroot, and then flesh. And then next we add 3 potatoes, and then finally for extra flavor add an eye and then activate the soup dispenser. So 3 potatoes, an eyeball, and activate the soup. And there we go. Brain soup. Good stuff. Yum. Good soup. It's the best soup. You guys should have it sometime. So we return to the lounge.
Bring me some soup, and I'll fill you in.
And we give Boney the soup.
Just like Mama used to make. Well, as promised, here's that password. You stay safe now.
Yeah, okay. So we got the password. The password is boo. And we take that to the big zombie.
You can pass. Other door open now, too. I go bye-bye now.
And there he goes. F in chat for big zombie. Private keep. Okay. So, the grave opens in order of attack from first blow to final stand. Confront the truth. Right. So, here we have the Three Heroes Chapter 3. Alas, all four heroes fell to infighting, and the treasure was sealed forever in their shared grave. In the end, the knights lost even their color, separated only by their traits, now turned to weapons. So, right over here, you'll notice the theater. And you'll notice that the four knights lost their color, and we need to figure out what their colors are from left to right, and that's the combination needed to open the gate to the final flame. So you got to use that book that you got for the first rotating statue puzzle, and we got to see, okay, which one was gold. The Cyan Knight had a heart of gold, so gold sword, we know that this is cyan. Kitatcho dude, it is Kitatcho dude. Hey V, welcome to Kitatcho. We're currently in a haunted mansion. It's a little spoilers at the moment, but this is definitely Kitatcho. Here we have a knight that's using an iron sword, so we got to look at this book. And we know that the orange knight, last of all, had an iron will unmatched by their comrades. So we know that this is cyan, this is orange. Now we have a wooden axe and a shield. We know that purple is revered for his defense, so that means this is purple, and that must mean that this one is the yellow for their blunt and wooden personality. So we know that it is cyan, orange, yellow, purple. That's the combination. So let's go on over, and cyan, orange, yellow, purple. The gate is open, and we can light the last flame. Something changed in the foyer. Whoa. So now that we go back to the main entrance to the mansion. Where's our skull key? There it is. I should have showed this at the start, but you know, you can go back here downstairs, and there's the exit. 3 flames lead the way to salvation. So you need to light all 3 flames in order to get in. And then we go down and we leave the haunted mansion. And if you got to this point,
So you've made
good
it.
job.
You've uncovered the deepest, most secretive part of the mansion. Surely what you seek lies just ahead.
Yes, sure, okay. I'm trying to take drinks of water in between every time there's dialogue, because you know I've been talking nonstop in one sitting for over 2 hours, and I'm starting to feel it in my throat. And water is good. Stay hydrated, everybody.
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Dr. Jonas Spector.
Oh no!
My latest experiment is you.
Oh no!
You passed through my trials with flying colors and fell right into my trap. But I'm afraid I have no further use for you. They're coming for you. There's nowhere to run. Time to say goodnight.
And here we go. So we have a little mini game here where we gotta shoot all of the zombie targets. I know it's very scary. And if anyone at home is playing this map and you're stuck at this part because it's too scary, my advice is to not be scared, and you should get through it just fine. Oh, I missed. There we go. Where's the other ones? We got one there, one there. They're getting closer. Oh no. Got one over there. Where are you guys at? And then you get surrounded, which is so scary. But if you're quick enough, you can take them all down. And after that, you did it. And we can move onwards. Yeah.
Truly marvelous. You managed to escape, and thus completed my final trial. I hope you enjoyed your visit to Dr. Specter's haunted mansion. I'll be seeing you again very soon. And before I go, one last thing.
There's no way out.
We're not going back to Kitatcho land, everybody. We're taking the emergency exit out of here. I wonder what will happen.
Let us in, buddy. Join us and we can be like one big happy family.
Okay, so now we gotta get away from Slimy Jim because he's being a little too obsessive with us. Just look in every chest until you find the redstone. Take the lever that you broke off of there, and let's just kind of get out of here. Oh god, yeah, let's go. Slimy Jim is everywhere.
Hey, look at me.
Here we go. Oh boy. Let's grab this lever. Let's not look at them. Let the ladder come down, and you know, we'll just go. Everything's fine. No, we're not going that way. Hey guys. Cool. I'm good. Okay, let's go. Oh god, they're coming. They're climbing the ladder after us. It's fine. It's fine. So with these guys, just don't touch them. That's all you gotta do. An easy strat is to lure them over into this corner. And then die. That's part of the strat. You can kind of get them stuck. That's what I was trying to go for. Which makes it easier to get in there. But let's just grab the two levers. Let's not look at them. Activate this to open the door. And then go on through. Hey guys, how's it going? And that causes us to fall down here.
Where are you going? We'll find another way. These walls can't hold us.
One big happy family, and that is the end of Kitatcho land. After that crazy escape sequence, you're finally in an area where Slimy Jim no longer has control over you. So we're just gonna move on and pretend like none of that ever happened, and we'll enter the Tistrek 2 staff hallways. This is a little breather and a little break to kind of just process what the hell this map has become at this point. And just in case it felt like you weren't playing Kitatcho anymore, as a way to comfort you, we are back where it all began, at the start of chapter 1, the simulation room. It has seen better days, but you may notice the chests with the levers aren't where they used to be. You still need 4 levers to open the door, but they're no longer in the places they once were, so you gotta look for them all over again. There's one in that tree, there's one in that corner. I remember that being there in chapter 1, but I'm sure that's nothing. Right, so let's go get this one. Let's grab you. Let's try to get that one in the tree. We can parkour up here. Open this. Get the second lever. The third one is going to be over here in the water. Not bad. And the fourth one is actually in the house, where chapter 1 started. Right here. Crazy stuff. Okay. Take a nap. I can't take a nap when there's science to be done. Here we go. And it is the lobby for Test Track 2, where chapter 1 began. Abandoned, empty, isolated. It's been a long time since chapter 1. But unlike chapter 1, we can't go to Test Track 2. Instead, we go through here, which takes us to Test Track 1. Some sand over there. That's interesting. So Test Track 1, interesting. So over here, elevators out of order, do not enter. And because you're not allowed to enter this elevator, this is actually where the map ends. Test subject 3 can't go in here, so they just lay down on this bench and go to sleep. The end. But this is a video game, and like I've been saying this entire stream, the whole point of a video game is to do the opposite of what you're being told. So let's go on in. You find out that the elevator is actually not out of order. It works just fine. But it takes you somewhere that you're not supposed to be. Down the long, dark, ominous corridor. God. You approach the sign Test Track 1. And that leads us into Scene 3, the tragedy of Test Track 1. Test Track 1 is permanently closed, no entry allowed. So if we go up here, you can press this button, and the door does not work. Even if it did work, it's barred off. We cannot get in there. So instead we'll have to find another way in. And that way in is through here. Now you could go look at the staff dormitories, and if anyone is watching this and wants to play the map for themselves, go down the staff dormitories. Look around. There may be something very important down there for the context of what you're about to see. So, Chamber 1 observation. We are now in Test Track 1, which has been condemned. I wonder why. You'll notice that this chamber requires 2 slime balls to exit. We can grab one, but we can't get to the second chest. The test track is just too condemned for you to get there. You could try to get up there, but sadly you cannot. But then you remember, oh yeah, we got the bow. And that allows us to get through. And while it's not an actual test track like the others that you've done earlier in the map, this one does have a couple puzzles where it revolves around you jumping through multiple broken test chambers to try and solve your way through them, if that makes sense. Right. So you want to grab the lever in chamber 4. Put it here in chamber 2. Okay, I felt like I needed to sneeze, but I did not. So we're good. Okay, grab the slime ball in chamber 2. Bring it back with you into chamber 4, but make sure to break that lever because you'll need it. Put the slime ball here. Shoot that. The water will go down. This will allow you to swim on up, and then you can use your bow to shoot that plate and open the exit. And because we brought the lever out of that chamber, that allows us to go through here. And this will take us to chamber number 7. Okay, so we're skipping some chambers. And this is our first like redstone repeater puzzle. If you play chapter 1, this should be easy. Redstone kind of moves in like a loop, so as long as you like circle active redstone around itself, it stays active, allowing us to break these two and powering this block that opens this door. Cool. And this takes us to chamber 8. And there is a lot of redstone juggling for this one. So we can break this redstone, which will lower these pistons so we can't get up there right now, but we need a slime ball anyways. And what we need to do here is just kind of juggle the redstone and the wrench back and forth. So, do that. You kind of want to just get into like a rhythm of doing this in order to make it as efficient as possible. I'm kind of bad at doing that, as you can clearly see. It's not too bad. That just gives you a lever. There we go. But if we move the redstone over here, that opens this door. We can then shoot this plate, which then allows us to pick up the redstone again, go on through, and we can use the redstone here to do the same thing that we did in the other room. And that gets us a slime ball. Whoa. So, with 8 redstone in hand, a slime ball and a lever, we can use the redstone to power this block, raise these pistons up, put the slime ball here, shoot this plate, and go on through. This chest can't be accessed, but there's a hole in the wall that allows us to go up here. You could do it, Catherine. We believe in you. Smartest person we know. Put our facility on the map. Who the hell is Catherine? Sounds like a nerd if you ask me. Okay, moving on. Chamber 11 door switch. We can take the lever that we got in that chamber, put it here, and then we can open the door to chamber 11. Sucks to be whoever this is. Am I right? Anywho, to move on from this area, all you gotta do is go through this window, and then you're done with this place. Yeah. Go on through. And this will let us leave test track 1. Whoa! We did it! Some very empty hallways. Test track 2 staff halls. But over here is an elevator that will take us to Catwalk Cavern. Cool. So now that we're at Catwalk Cavern, we leave another elevator that is apparently out of order despite it working just fine. People who work here have no idea what they're talking about. We have some more hallways that we can go through. So to navigate through here, you just go through this door. You walk through here. There's some signs over here if you want to look at test track reports to see how each testing track does. Got some offices. They look very fancy. Oh yeah, this was like a little detail I did where like most of the tables, like you have the button here for like, if you're right-handed, like the mouse would be here. But like every now and then you'll see like the occasional computer where there's like a mouse on the left side, like you're left-handed. Little subtle detail that I made. I forgot about that. But yeah, just make your way through the doors, jump through the windows. Kitatcho Town is that way, but the door's closed, so as much as I would love to go back to Kitatcho Town, we now have to go to Catwalk Cavern. Here we go.
Hey everyone.
Hey Jake, it's been a very long time. Where have you been?
Battles we've been in over the disappearance of Corvid. Look, I'm not gonna lie. The past few months have been stressful, and things haven't exactly been working in our favor. Now that I think about it, live streaming Test Subject 3 going through Test Track 9 to the public during a legal crisis, it probably wasn't the smartest thing to do, but let's not dwell on the past. To put it simply, I'm starting to suspect there's something much larger at play here. During my hearing today in the courtroom, you'll never guess who they brought in to testify against me. That's right. Cindy Umbra herself. Can you actually believe the nerve of these people? I know it's public knowledge that we have history together, but it's even more widely known that neither of us could ever give an unbiased statement about the other in the midst of something as serious as this. Now, needless to say, she spent her entire testimony just insulting my reputation and even had the audacity to bring up the events that led to us going our separate ways. Maybe I shouldn't be talking about this in so much detail, but the fact that she showed up for this, after decades of us not even being in the same room as one another, leads me to suspect she's after something. Now look, I know I might be coming off as a bit paranoid, but I know that woman better than anyone else and how she will stop at nothing to get what she wants, regardless of the law. Honestly, the more I think about it, the more I'm pondering the idea of her being responsible for Corvid's disappearance. But of course, there's no proof of that. Now look, I know everyone down here is worried, and I'll be honest with you, all things are looking pretty bleak. With Cindy now in the picture, I'm not really sure where this is going to go. I'm just having a hard time wondering what she would even be after. It's not like we have anything of value to her or anything she would... Wait. She can't possibly know about... you know what, just ignore all of this. Work continues as usual. I'll keep you all updated on what's going on, but for now, I have to go take care of something. Susie, can you book me for a trip down to the experimental labs?
Interesting stuff. So, we need to get into this big door, but in order to do that, we need a lever, which is found there. But in order to get into the door switch overseer's office, we need to open this door. And to open that door, you actually need to go over here. And it's another one of our favorite things ever, combinations. So, to find the combination, we simply go up this ladder, jump across over here, go into here, and this hallway might seem pointless at first until you realize you can use the spyglass to look at a notice board, and on that notice board, overseer door control code is 33132. Again, why do we keep leaving these out in the open? Right, so 33132, that's what we need. 33132, let's go and make sure we actually put it in right. 3333, the big 33132. Cool. That opens the door over here. Which gives us a lever. that we can use to open the door. We go on in, and this should take us to the experimental labs. Which is all the way down there. Go into the elevator. Maximum occupancy, not to exceed 2 persons. This is a fancy elevator. And let's go down. Hello. I'm sure that's normal elevator sounds. Or not. And with that, we have completed the Kitatcho Laboratories Chapter 3. There we go. After over 2 hours and 40 minutes. God, this video is going to be a long one. Honestly, please use the timestamps. Why am I saying that at the end of the video? If you're watching this, and if you watch the entire video without timestamps, what? It's okay. You know what? It's fine. Thank you so much, everybody, for playing this map and watching this. And I really hope you enjoyed it. We put 2 years of work into this thing, and we're very proud of it. And Chapter 4 is already well into development, and we're hoping to have that map released sometime this year as well, which will be the final chapter in the Kitatcho story, which is exciting and terrifying in all the best ways. So again, thank you to everyone who's playing this, anyone who's watching this. It means a lot, and I will see you guys in Chapter 4 when I'll do another recording of this. Oh boy. But until then, goodbye. And yeah, what else do I say? How do I end this? I don't know. La Saga.